The Raxiom Axial Series LED third brake light is a great modification for your 2021 and newer Bronco if you're looking for an easy way to upgrade your third brake light. Whether it's for the sake of looks, safety, or just because yours happened to break, Raxiom's offering is bigger and brighter than your stock light, and it comes in at a really reasonable price. A third brake light is a necessary safety item, but the Bronco's stock unit leaves something to be desired. The Raxiom Axial Series third brake light that we have here is significantly larger than your original, almost double the size. It's also designed to outshine your original. As you can see, this is much wider than what your stock one is, and it houses 3 super bright LEDs. These put out a lot of light, and they pulse back and forth the whole time you have the brake pedal depressed, making it easier to see your Bronco no matter what the conditions might be. It's also designed to bolt right into the factory mounting panel and plug into the wiring harness so it will clear your spare tire, and it doesn't require any modifications. And I think this works really well with the Bronco styling, especially if you've already got LED taillights. This is going to match perfectly and really complete the look. The red lens also makes this look like it could have been an OEM option. So, to the uninitiated, your rig will look stock, but this is going to far outperform the factory setup, and it means that you'll be safer when you're out on the road or trail, give you some additional peace of mind, especially in less than ideal conditions. That makes this a perfect first mod or the perfect finishing touch to any build. Now this is a full LED setup, so there are no incandescent bulbs in here to worry about, meaning that this is going to have a long lifespan and you don't have to stress over replacing bulbs. The housing is constructed from OEM grade ABS plastic, and the components are weather sealed to keep out dirt and moisture. Plus, you've got the red polycarbonate lens. Now polycarbonate is super strong and clear, and it should look good for a long time. Really, these are the same materials and basically the same type of construction that any of your OEM lights are going to be made of. And since this one has a red colorway, it makes for a pretty subtle, near factory looking upgrade versus your stock one. Pricing will come in at about $75, and it's notably less expensive than the factory Ford part, making this about the most affordable one in the category. And since this is going to be brighter, it makes it kind of a no-brainer in my book. I'm a big fan of anything that makes a visual and especially a functional improvement for less than $100, so needless to say, I would highly recommend picking one of these up. Installation, as I've already alluded to, is very simple. This will get a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and it should only take you about 20 minutes to complete. This is a totally plug and play install. You don't need to wire or cut anything. All you've got to do is unscrew your original one, plug this guy in, and you're ready to go. That means you can easily return to your stock unit if you want to do that. With that though, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the install process.
For this install, you will need an impact or a ratchet, T25 and T30 Torx bits. Also not shown here is whatever tools you use to remove your spare tire. Today we're going to be doing a third brake light on our Bronco, so let's get started. So the first thing you'll want to do is remove your spare tire. Now, depending on what wheels and tires you have, will dictate whatever socket you'll need. So we've got our specific lug socket. We'll take ours off. Next, we'll need to remove the 4 T30 Torx screws holding our third brake light bracket in. So we've got our T30 Torx bit, we'll pop those out. Now we're going to pop our bracket out. We need to pull this up. Just going to lay this across here for now, and we can remove the 6 T25 Torx screws holding our harness cover in place. Now we are missing a couple of ours, but you should have 6 around this perimeter. Next, we're going to separate the 2 sections of our bracket. The back is going to come off and be free. The front. Pop our harness out of its little retainers, and then we'll unplug our brake light. Just going to push down on that tab, pop this out. Now we're going to remove the 2 T25 Torx screws holding our third brake light itself in place. Get these screws out. We'll pull our third brake light out. All right, so now we've got our new third brake light. We've got it lined up with the factory mounting positions, and we're going to use our factory T25 Torx screws to install this in place. We've got our T25 Torx bit. We'll slowly get this started. that first one in, and we'll do the same thing for the other one. Now these are pretty coarse thread screws, so they will thread themselves in once they get started. Okay. Now we can plug our new third brake light into our factory connector, just like so. And we're going to tuck this harness back in to its retainer. And we can reinstall our backing for our third brake light harness. Now you may have to reposition your connector to get it to sit more level. Tuck ours right up top here. Tuck that in. Now you want to reinstall your T25 torque screws. Again, you should have 6 at home. We only have 4 of ours. Once we have those in, we'll line our mounting points back up. And we'll reinstall our 4 T30 torque screws. So now we've got our T30 torque bit. Get these back in. And once you got this installed, you want to reinstall your spare tire. That about wraps up our review and install of our Raxiom Axial Series LED third brake light for your 21 to current Bronco. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Bronco, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.